Misty Explosion, though, is 4 times effective on both Koraidon. Hello everybody, Ace Trainer Liam here. Welcome back to another installment of MetroMania. Can you believe we're 4 weeks in? We're almost halfway through the heats already. God, these tournaments fly by. Last week we said goodbye to Screamtail, who really couldn't handle Miraidon at all. Miraidon flies through to the quarterfinals, and of course this week we're going to find out Miraidon's opponent, because we have Koraidon taking on Iron Thorns. So here we go, Iron Thorns and Koraidon, 2-on-2 metronome battle. Let's see what happens. There's Orichalcum Pulse coming into effect, bringing Harsh Sunlight and also raising the attack stat whilst that Harsh Sunlight is in effect of both Koraidon. So good luck, Iron Thorns. Bit of a disadvantage, especially with a 100 base stat difference. Meteor Mash to start things off. Neutral damage there from regular Koraidon. Does not get the attack boost, though. Shiny Koraidon, beautiful thing, beautiful. Goes for Heal Pulse and says, no, you go back up to full HP, Iron Thorns. I hope that doesn't come back to bite you. Here comes Shiny Iron Thorns, though, starting things off for its team with a Power Whip. Not very effective on the Dragon-type Koraidon there, but a little bit of chip damage, and honestly, they've got to go on an all-out offensive, really. It is an uphill battle. Shadow Punch doing a decent chunk of damage there to Shiny Koraidon, but do remember, these positions in the tournament were chosen by random number generator, so just get upset with Google if you want. That was a nice Aurora Beam there for barely any damage to Shiny Iron Thorns. Here comes a Worry Seed, though. Worry Seed will not affect any of these Pokemon there, but subscribing will absolutely help this channel, so thank you very much in advance. Turn on the bell for all notifications so you never miss something. Misty Explosion, though, is 4 times effective on both Koraidon and will be neutral damage. That was big damage there to both Koraidon there. Of course, Shiny Iron Thorns is going to faint, leaving its partner Pokemon, regular Iron Thorns, on the field. But that didn't tickle those Koraidon, that's for sure. Big damage. Here's a Bullet Punch onto the regular Koraidon there, bringing it down into the danger zone. What's it going to fire back with, though? It's going to go for Powder Snow onto Iron Thorns there. Not much damage, just a bit of chip damage. And Shiny Koraidon is going to fire off Swallow, which is going to fail because it hasn't stockpiled anything. Bad move there. So over to Iron Thorns once again. What's Iron Thorns going to do here? Go for Defend Order, raising its defense against Koraidon. Not a bad idea there. Great play by Iron Thorns. It's in a very good position, even with 2 opponents right now, but it really does need to focus on getting rid of one of them. Shiny Koraidon's going to go for Tearful Look, though. Uh-oh, that's not good for Iron Thorns at all. Down goes its attack one stage, and its special attack. It doesn't have much special attack, but its physical attack, it definitely needs to keep as high as possible. We see Echoed Voice come out from regular Koraidon for barely any damage. Not very effective on the Rock-type Iron Thorns there, who's going to fire back with Fairy Wind, which is 4 times effective, but it's a special attack, so it doesn't quite knock out Shiny Koraidon, but does put it in the danger zone. Here comes regular Koraidon with Lunar Blessing. I'm not familiar with Lunar Blessing, I'll be honest. Oh! Restoring its HP and its partner's HP. Oh, it's Life Dew, but I guess Fairy type. Okay, fair play. And here comes regular Koraidon, sorry, Shiny Koraidon with a Fire Blast for not very effective damage. Does it get it doesn't get the burn there. So over to Iron Thorns once again, who's going to go for Draco Meteor for some super effective damage on Koraidon. But again, its special attack is garbage and reduced by 1, now reduced by 3. So not enough to take out Koraidon there. The Koraidon team still sitting pretty with 2 Pokemon. Regular Koraidon's going to go Toxic Spikes, which is a waste of a turn, and every wasted turn is an opportunity for Iron Thorns to get that all-important first victory. Here comes Shiny Koraidon, though. What's it got on its mind? Goes for Leech Life, which is not very effective, but does put Iron Thorns down to less than half its max HP, and does put Shiny Koraidon, it gives it a little bit of extra health there. Doesn't quite bring it over the halfway mark. Over to Iron Thorns once again, who's going to go for Curse and raise its attack back up to neutral. Raise its defense by another stage, so it's now at +2 defense, and lower its speed by 1 stage, which, you know, is fair enough, to be honest. And now Koraidon is going to go for Shadow Force. It's going to hide away outside the realm, I guess, and come back on the next turn for an attack. Over to Shiny Koraidon now, though. What's it going to do here? Going to go for Boom Burst, which won't be very effective. Avoided by the hidden Koraidon, though, so it won't knock its partner Pokemon out. Iron Thorns getting closer and closer to the danger zone. That was a critical hit. Lucky it was a special attack for, and a not very effective one at that for Iron Thorns. Iron Thorns goes for Perish Song. That's an interesting play. As the fastest thing on the field, I would not recommend Perish Song. It's avoided by regular Koraidon as well, so regular Koraidon just needs to survive the next next 3 turns and it's 1. That's not good for our good friend Iron Thorns there. There's the Shadow Force, putting Iron Thorns very much in the danger zone. Not much left for shiny Koraidon to do here. What's it going to do? It's going to go for Ice Fang, and that is round 1. Down goes Iron Thorns, so let's hear from our sponsor.
Oh, baby, it's time to talk about G Fuel!
Let's keep it short. G Fuel is dead good. G Fuel is dead tasty. G Fuel is well nice, full of energy, and it's bloody banging. It's got no sugar, it's got barely any calories, and it's got like over 50 flavors. It's wicked. I'm drinking mango lemonade because I'm bloody obsessed with it. Get yourself some.
That's good.
Oh, honestly though, it's absolutely banging. Go and get yourself some G Fuel. Use code ACE when you do, and it helps support this channel while saving you a massive 20%. That's 1/5 off your entire order. Remember though, G Fuel is for over 18s only because it contains caffeine, and children don't need to be anywhere near caffeine. They're annoying enough as it is, and because it contains caffeine, drink it responsibly. Don't be a dickhead, dickhead.
So here we are in round 2. The Iron Thorns team comes back on the field, and the Koraidon team, of course, as we get ready for the Orichalcum Pulse there, getting the Harsh Sunlight out and raising the attack of Koraidon and shiny Koraidon by, I believe it's 50% it goes up by during Harsh Sunlight. Yeah, something like that. But we know Koraidon is in the lead right now as it goes for Psyshock turn 1. 1-0. Iron Thorns needs to win 2 battles in a row if it wants to go through to the quarterfinals to face Miraidon. And now we have Self-Destruct from shiny Koraidon though, which is going to be not very effective on both opponents, but it is going to take more than half the max HP off regular Koraidon there. That was a big play right there. Over to Iron Thorns now, regular Iron Thorns, who's going to go for Terrain Pulse, which is going to be a normal type move there. Not much damage at all to regular Koraidon, but still. And then on the other side, we see shiny Iron Thorns goes for Supersonic. It fails as Liam tries to get his brain to catch up. And here is the regular Koraidon who's going to go for Swift for some not very effective special attack damage. Did you even see the HP bars move? I barely saw it, but then again, I only have one eye. Here's shiny Iron Thorns who's going to go for Brine, which will be double powered because Koraidon's at less than half its max HP, but it's not very effective, so it's reduced by 50%. Great job there. So it's neutral. Basically neutral. Here's Confide from Iron Thorns onto Koraidon there, dropping its special attack by 2 stages, although Koraidon not much of a special attacker, so it's not worried there. As it fires off Roleplay, which it can't change its ability from Orichalcum Pulse, so it's just going to keep its regular ability, which gives an opportunity to shiny Iron Thorns here. What will it do? Goes for Baby Doll Eyes. Now that's more of an interesting play, dropping the attack of Koraidon by 1 stage. Over to Iron Thorns now, who's going to go for Horn Drill, trying to get a 1-hit KO. Very cheeky there, but Koraidon does avoid it. And now we see Koraidon ready and raring to go. What's it going to do here? It's going to go for Peck, which is not very effective. Not a great play there by Koraidon. Over to shiny Iron Thorns once again. And shiny Iron Thorns is going to go for Mean Look, which is a wasted turn. That just gives Koraidon another opportunity to get ready for the 2-0. So do be careful here. Regular Iron Thorns, though, gets ready with the Metronome and goes for Bounce. It's going to hide up in the air. If it lands this Bounce, that'll be super effective. That is not good for Koraidon right now. And Koraidon gets itself geared up. It needs to do something quick. Maybe Dig or Dive or another Shadow Force. Goes for Kowtow Cleave. It's avoided because it targeted the wrong Iron Thorns. There's the Bounce from Iron Thorns, and down goes Koraidon. We will have a 3rd round. Koraidon 1, Iron Thorns 1, and now we're in the 3rd round. Whoever wins this round goes on to the quarterfinals to face Miraidon. Everything to play for right now. Who's going to have the legendary battle with Miraidon? Is it going to be Koraidon? Is it going to be Iron Thorns, which would be a very interesting matchup? Here's a super effective Water Pledge, though, to start things off from shiny Koraidon onto Iron Thorns. And now regular Koraidon gets itself ready for its first move of round 3. Struggle Bug, going to be not very effective, but is going to lower the special attack of both shiny Iron Thorns and regular Iron Thorns there. But they're not worried about the special attacks. They need to bust out the physical moves. Hopefully the super effective physical moves. And here's Baby Doll Eyes once again, lowering the attack stat of shiny Koraidon this time by 1 stage. So already trying to hinder the Koraidon team's offenses. Defense Curl, that'll also hinder the Koraidon team's offenses. Defense Curl from shiny Iron Thorns, getting itself +1 defense. Here comes shiny Miraidon, though, who's going to go for Terra Blast, normal type Terra Blast, special attack. Not going to do much damage at all there to shiny Iron Thorns, who's still sitting pretty with lots of HP. And now we have regular Koraidon going to go for Heart Swap. Shares its stat changes with the target, right? So it's now... Oh, double check the stat changes because your boy kind of remember. Here comes Beat Up, though, for 2 not very effective hits on Shiny Koraidon there. Not much damage at all there. Less than 10 damage in total from the 2 hits. And now over to Shiny Iron Thorns. What's it going to do here? It's going to go for Curse and raise its attack and its defense by 1 stage apiece while dropping its speed. It's not too worried about its speed, though, but the +2 defense is going to pay dividends unless these Koraidon can get a critical hit. Now here's regular Koraidon, who's going to go for Cosmic Power and raise its own defense and special defense by 1 stage apiece. So great defensive play there by regular Koraidon. And now Shiny Koraidon is going to follow up with Slam. Not very effective damage onto regular Iron Thorns there. Not much damage at all, but more damage than it would have done to the Shiny Iron Thorns, that's for sure. Regular Iron Thorns is going to go for Guard Swap, which is going to change the... it changes to special defense and defense. And I don't think there have been any for those 2 particular Pokemon. And now we see Wonder Room coming out from Shiny Iron Thorns, which is going to swap the defense and special defense stats of everybody. So does that mean Shiny Iron Thorns is now at... Oh, I get so confused when it comes to Wonder Room. Here's a not very effective Gust, though, which does barely any damage to Iron Thorns from Shiny Koraidon. And now regular Koraidon is going to try and follow up on that kind of error there. Goes for a not very effective Flamethrower, which is going to do barely any damage to Iron Thorns. Does it get the burn? It doesn't get the burn. So over to regular Iron Thorns now to follow up with Giga Impact. Let's see how much this does. It is a +1 defense Koraidon, so it was a little bit protected there. And it is going to mean a recharge turn for Iron Thorns on the next turn. Shiny Iron Thorns, though, fails its move completely by going for Baton Pass. What are you thinking? Over to Shiny Koraidon now, who has an opportunity and is going to go for Hammer Arm for some super effective physical damage. Great hit there. Wasn't even a crit, though, and look how much damage it did. Did slow itself down by 1 stage, but Shiny Iron Thorns is now at less than half its max HP. A defense drop for both opponents there with the Leer from regular Koraidon. So Shiny Iron Thorns is at +1 and regular Iron Thorns is at -1. Yes, I think that's right. Here we see Shadow Sneak, though, from the Shiny Iron Thorns there, doing a decent chunk of chip damage. Shiny Koraidon finally taking some damage. The sunlight fades, which means Orichalcum Pulse is not activated anymore. So the attack stat of the 2 Koraidon has gone down. Heat Wave landing a little bit of chip damage, critical hit on the opposing regular Iron Thorns, but no burns or anything like that. Just bringing them down to less than half their max HP each. Here's a Shell Smash, though, from Shiny Koraidon. Gonna drop its defense and special defense by 1 stage each and raise its attack, its special attack, and its speed by 2 stages apiece. So that is a very dangerous-looking Shiny Koraidon right now. The Iron Thorns team really need to take care of that. That is a big threat to their chance to go through to the quarterfinals. We see a Flip Turn, which is going to be not very effective, but it's still damage on the Shiny Koraidon, and you need to do as much damage on that Shiny Koraidon as possible if you want to stay in this game. Shiny Iron Thorns is going to go for Thunder Wave on the regular Koraidon. I think that was a mistake. That should have been on the Shiny, really. But you do what you need to do. Let's see if it comes into play, that paralysis. Here's Shiny Koraidon, though, as dangerous as ever. Goes for Soak and changes Iron Thorns to a water type. I guess it takes a bunch of resistances off it, perhaps, but I probably would have kept it with a 4 times weakness to ground, personally. Here's Play Nice, though, lowering the attack stat of regular Koraidon even more. Oh, no, I think it's down to just -1 at the moment. But it's worth keeping in mind as Koraidon goes for a Bone Rush, which would have been 4 times effective on the previous turn, but now isn't. But it does get 2 hits. One of them are critical. And that's 3 hits. It's going to get 4 hits and take out Iron Thorns anyway. So now Shiny Iron Thorns is on the field with 2 very dangerous opponents. It really needs a miracle right now. What is it going to do here? It's fighting from underneath. Going to go for Flower Trick for some not very effective damage once again on Shiny Koraidon. Decent chunk of damage, though, off that Flower Trick, because it's a critical hit every time, of course. Makes sense. Wonder Room has worn off now. You got to wonder if that would have come into play with that Power Trick, how different that would have been. The Flower Trick, I should say. Sand Attack's going to lower the accuracy of Shiny Iron Thorns by 1 stage. That's not good. Iron Thorns in a difficult position. Koraidon, regular Koraidon, ignores the paralysis there. Goes for a Head Smash. It doesn't... Shiny Iron Thorns has had so many defense boosts. Great defense right there. That was amazing. Surviving the Head Smash. And of course, the attack drops on the regular Koraidon as well haven't helped it. Special defense harshly dropping on the Shiny Koraidon there. It's now at -3 special defense as it goes for Magic Powder, which I believe changes to a Psychic type. So now we have a Psychic type Iron Thorns on the field. And we see Koraidon going for Rain Dance. Interesting play. I guess there have been quite a few fire-type moves, but they have been from the Koraidon side, I'm pretty sure. Over to Iron Thorns, who's going to go for Sing and put the dangerous, shiny Koraidon to sleep. That's a fantastic play right there. That could have just turned the tide of this battle. If Iron Thorns can use this time to take out regular Koraidon, it could be all she wrote for the Koraidon team. Regular Koraidon's going to go speed swap. Interesting play there, swapping its speed with the Iron Thorns. Let's see how that plays out over the next few turns. Shiny Iron Thorns, though, is going to go for Final Gambit, which is a really bad idea. It's avoided by Koraidon. That mistake could have really cost Iron Thorns there, as it went for... Oh my word. Oh, now it's the fastest thing on the field, I guess. So it's going to go for Steel Roller. There's no terrain in effect, so Steel Roller will fail. Koraidon couldn't move because it's paralyzed. What about the shiny Koraidon now? It's still fast asleep, so it's not going to move at all. I think shiny Koraidon's actually the fastest thing on the field right now. But Iron Thorns doesn't care right now because it's getting that Metronome ready, and it's going to go for Circle Throw. It's going to be avoided again. That Sand Attack from the shiny Koraidon really coming into play here. Koraidon is going to go for Safeguard and protect its team against any more status conditions. And what's the shiny Koraidon going to do? It's going to wake up. What's it going to do here? It's getting ready with the Metronome. And what's its first move awake going to be? It's going to be Dive. Oh, dear. In the rain. Iron Thorns needs to do something quick. It needs to fly. It needs to bounce. It needs to do something. It goes for Aura Sphere, which is not going to really damage much of Koraidon at all. So regular Koraidon. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Sunny Day. Okay, that is going to lower the damage output from Dive, and you are a Psychic type now. But the dive is enough. Iron Thorns goes down, and Koraidon is going through to the quarterfinals to meet its rival Miraidon. And a lot of us didn't want that to happen because we saw that in Form Fight, but we're getting the rematch, it seems, in the quarterfinals in the next round. But tune in next week for what will actually happen, which is Brute Bonnet versus Iron Moth. And just before we wrap up the video, let me say a massive thank you to the Ace Trainer Ultra XL members: Bro Metapod, Purple Dragonair, Ghost Lupin, Andros LaFay, Sin City Yeti, Gamer Guy Mike, Mumbai Cobra, Gia Overlord, Toy Bonnie, TJ the Nerd, Night Angel, Lucas Gates, Kingly Gamer YT, and Viridian Folk. Thank you all so much for your massive support on our lovely little channel.
And that'll do it for another episode of MetroMania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share the video with a friend. Become a channel member. That'd be really cool. Use code ACE for 20% off G Fuel, and come and check out my live streams on this lovely channel. You can check out the VODs in the playlist section of the channel. Until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.